Dog and Wolf. This story was adapted from one that was originally spoken around the sacred fires of the Abenaki people, my blood tribe from northern Maine. There was once a wolf. This was no ordinary wolf. This one was the keeper of the ancient wisdom for all tribes. Once each year, Wolf wandered into the human village to visit his cousin, Dog. It had been a particularly long and brutal winter. Wolf's coat had become matted and mangy. His ribs showed through for lack of food, and his fragrance was rather wild and untamed. Regardless of his fragrance, Dog was excited to see his cousin. They both wagged their tails joyfully and then began to play. They pretended to snap and snarl like puppies do in preparing for the hunt. As dusk approached, Wolf realized it was time for Dog to learn about the moon. He raised his long black snout and honored the moon with his hauntingly beautiful song. Ow! The deep-throated howl filled the cool night air. But Dog was startled and begged Wolf to stop. "My human parents will not approve. That howling is not permitted." But soon Wolf raised his long black snout again and "Ow!" This time Dog felt a stirring within. It reminded him of the stories of his grandparents, stories they once told. Shaking himself from this dream, he pleaded with Wolf to stop. "Wolf, please stop." As starfields rolled overhead, Wolf raised his long black snout one last time. This time Dog was seized by an irresistible urge to join in and "Ow!" All night long, Dog and Wolf howled together until the morning songbirds herald a new dawn for dogs everywhere. For weeks they played in the daytime and howled at the moon each night. But when the lunar cycle ended in the utter darkness of a new moon, it was time for Wolf to return home. Dog accompanied Wolf back to the forest's edge. As they ambled side by side, Dog bounced a little and spoke. "Stay here with me. My human parents will take good care of you. You'll get food and water every single day. Stay. They will wash you, then your coat will smell sweet again. Just think, you'll never be cold or hungry again. Wolf, stay." Through twinkling eyes, Wolf declined Dog's generous offer. They continued silently until Dog could go no further. At first Dog was confused and could not understand what was holding him back. As he examined closely, Dog suddenly realized that he had reached the end of his long, shiny chain. Break the chain. In our dog and wolf story, dog represents us, ourselves. Wolf represents our wild heart, which reveals a path to liberation. Dog's human parents represent the influential power of our society to perpetuate the culture. And dog's chain symbolizes the restraints that society puts into place to exert and maintain that influence and control. These restraints are limitations expressed in laws, customs, rules, beliefs, assumptions, boundaries, regulations, and expectations. They are unique to each culture, country, and community. Some are captured in legal documents, and others are written on the papyrus of our collective minds. When dog notices the chain, he realizes for the first time that it is the chain and his parents' rules that prevent him from following wolf, from pursuing liberation. Because of this revelation, dog becomes empowered with freedom of choice for the first time. The story ends with dog's attention absorbed in recognizing his liberation, free will, and opportunities now at hand. We are also empowered by dog's understanding. As we recognize our own chains, what holds us back, we can perceive choices, opportunities, and pathways previously out of sight. We may choose to remain with the status quo, the way things have always been, or follow our wild hearts and seek our liberation. We may create a life of purpose, meaning, and joy with that freedom. We can consider the outstanding opportunities at hand, and we can follow the great pathway to a new and better way of living. The wild heart is the part of us that flourishes in our freedom, thrives on our passion, and prospers in purposeful living. The wild heart is at the core of our best version of ourselves, the authentic self or inner hero. The wild heart governs and energizes that inner hero, our true self.